Welcome. Welcome. I'm really excited you're here. This is going to be a very fun, and I'm really excited, a very fun simple steps to peace. It's number 11, at least on the on the chart, but I've been told that I had two number nine. So let's just focus on it being number 11 today. We're going to learn about sneaking up on yourself, being sneaky. And there's a reason for this because this is practical. We get caught up in our story, clutching our butts. But I can't do that. But I'm too old. But it never works that way. But no one has ever done it before. But that's not what the book says. But. And we get the story and we believe it because we rehearse it. But, over and over and over until we're in a little box. So I suggest sneaking up on yourself and doing something just a little bit. Baby steps sneaking. Do that first. Drink your coffee with the other hand. Tastes the same. Feels good, but it's not comfortable. It's different. It's new, and I feel different. When I go out and take my walks each morning, I walk backwards. I walk side to side. I skip. And the reason is that my body isn't expecting all this different stuff. When it's expecting one foot in front of the other, it knows what's going on, what's going to happen next. It can relax and be one way. But when we sneak up on it, just in a little way, skip. Oh, this is different. The body feels different. The mind and the body work together differently when we sneak up and just do something different. I really like that coffee. I'll use two hands this time. So why is this important? How can we use this practically? When we do things differently, sneaking up and then do these small things and shake things up a bit, getting unclutching our butts and stop rehearsing the same story. When we do just small things first, it opens us up to even bigger change because we can practice. Oh, I'm going to do this differently right now. And then when the big stuff comes, we know that our story doesn't actually limit us. We know that other things are possible. I'd like to tell you about a session, a core transformation session that I recently had with a client of mine. She gave me a huge, long email telling me all the things that were wrong and that were hurting her and how she was limited by all these stories. And I couldn't read it. She had written down everything about why she could not be at peace. She believed that story. So when we got together over Zoom, didn't even ask about that stuff. I asked about just her daily living, what's going on. And instead of diving deep into her story, we decided to focus the core transformation session on something different, something with a lot less story in it, just a general feeling of anger whenever she was around people. And rather than dig into a story and learn all about it and talk and build something big up that we would then have to unravel, we just dove right in. I think I shocked her a little bit because we dove in really quickly. And then the most amazing thing happened. As she got in touch with the parts that were involved in the situation, the parts were open to new thoughts, feelings, behaviors, and she could feel these parts of her that were tense and angry relax. And as they relaxed, other parts felt comfortable coming up and saying, I'm interested in this too. This is important to me. And with the core transformation process, we allow the parts of us that are exhibiting thoughts, feelings, and behaviors that we'd like to change, we allow those parts to experience what they truly want. We call it the core state. And so suddenly, because we snuck in quick without a story, all these parts are saying, oh, you want to know what I want? I want to relax. I want peace. I want to feel free. And as these parts relaxed, another part arose, a part where there has been great fear in the past, all the way back for as long as she can remember. This part came up and said, no, this is not possible. And then we got sneaky. I asked her to tell the part, yes, I know you have been protecting me. Thank you for all you've done for me. And you can notice that all these other parts have gotten what they want. And you too can get what you truly want. We snuck up on that big part by showing it that all the other parts could do it and that it could do it too. And so a deep-seated fear that this woman has had for as long as she can remember started to relax. And as we inquired, letting this part feel what it desired, this part relaxed. Spoiler alert. At the end of the session, the client went to check in with that part. that part that had a fear that she has had for as long as she can remember. That part had no fear. She couldn't even locate this tension, inner feeling, story, physical sensations and behaviors that she's had her whole life. At the end of this core transformation process, she couldn't even find it to check in with it. So how do we make this practical? Start small. Drink your coffee with the other hand. Walk backwards. Skip. Jump. Sing while you're cooking breakfast. Do different things. Show yourself that you are in charge and that you can do things differently now. And notice how the body, how your inner resources react to different. Something outside the box, outside the story. Unclench the butts and notice how things can be different. Yeah, they're small little things, and you may build on them to the future that you desire. And when it's time to do something different in a big way, you will have practiced doing them in a little way. And when the time is right, you may make this big change. Transforming a thought, feeling, or behavior that maybe has been with you your whole life, and allow it to relax and transform into something that serves you. And as we let go of our butts, as we don't believe the stories that we've practiced, we notice that there's a peace that's in, around, and throughout all. And when we pause, not grasping or trying to go somewhere or do something, when we just pause and notice this peace, we find that it has no boundary. That we don't have to do certain things or get certain things or have a certain history or a story, because this peace is here, everywhere, beyond space and time. We just be this peace now. And I invite you to notice as you go through your day, encountering situations, maybe old stories, encountering people. Notice how this peace is available to you, informing your responses, giving you new possibilities from this place of peace. I do hope this serves you. And if I can be of any assistance to you, core transformation, the wholeness work, something else, please reach out. If you like this video, please share it with a friend. If you have a friend who needs a different story in their life, tell them about doing things a little different, being sneaky, sneaking up on our butts and our stories. Notice the change that is available to them when you share these tools from a place of love. And I will talk with you tomorrow.